옌 조어던 무브드 투 파인우드 하이. 시 오즈 필드 위드 에이 믹스처 오브 익사이먼트 앤드 앵자이어티. 더 익사이먼트 오즈 비코즈 시 오즈 스타우팅 프레시 에이 뉴 챕터 인 에이 뉴 타운. 에이 찬스 투 비 허셀프 위다웃 더 섀도 오브 허 패스트. But the anxiety came from the fear of being different. 조어던 was a transgender girl, and while she had transitioned with the love and support of her family, she knew that high school was a different world. It wasn't always kind, especially to people who stood out in any way. On her first day at Pinewood, 조어던's nerves were on high alert. She stood in front of the mirror that morning, adjusting her shirt and checking her hair. She wanted to look good, to feel confident, but she knew that no matter how much she tried to blend in, she would be seen as different. She took a deep breath and walked out the door, telling herself that today, she would be herself, and nothing would change that. As she entered the school, she was greeted with stares. Some students looked away quickly, while others didn't even try to hide their judgment. 조어던 kept her head high and her shoulders straight, focusing on the path in front of her. It wasn't the first time she had felt the weight of people's eyes on her, but it never got easier. The whispers and sidelong glances were enough to make her stomach churn. Her first class was English. The teacher, MRS Hughes, was kind and welcoming, and she introduced Jordan to the class with a warm smile. Class, this is Jordan. She's just joined us here at Pinewood, so let's make her feel welcome. Jordan forced a smile, but she could already sense the tension in the room. A few students exchanged whispers behind their hands, and Jordan's heart sank. She had hoped for a fresh start, but it seemed like she was just another target for the school's unspoken culture of exclusion. She had been bullied in her previous schools, and now it seemed like Pinewood would be no different. As the days went by, the whispers grew louder. There were comments from the other students, sneakers and laughter, and Jordan passed by, and even some cruel jokes made at her expense. At lunch, she often found herself sitting alone, her tray of food untouched as she watched groups of students laugh and talk amongst themselves. She tried to tell herself that it was just high school, that it would pass. But the isolation began to weigh on her, and every day, she felt more invisible and more unwanted. One afternoon, after a particularly brutal encounter with a group of girls in the hallway, Jordan found herself sitting in the bathroom, tears streaming down her face. She had tried to stand up for herself, tried to hold her head high, but the hurtful words, the cruel looks, and the constant reminders that she didn't belong were taking their toll. You don't belong here, one of the girls had said earlier that day. You're not one of us. You never will be. The words stung, and for a moment, Jordan wondered if she would ever find a place where she truly belonged. She wanted to give up. She wanted to go home and never come back. But then, as she sat there, wiping away her tears, something inside her shifted. She couldn't let them in. She couldn't let their cruelty define who she was. As the days passed, Jordan found a sense of purpose in the face of adversity. She started to channel her energy into her studies. She joined the school's debate club, where her voice was valued, and she found solace in the words of the books she read and the arguments she crafted. Slowly, she began to gain confidence. Her classmates might not accept her, but she could control how she responded to them. She could rise above the hate and prove that she was more than what they said. It wasn't easy. There were still days and the bullying felt overwhelming, and the loneliness felt suffocating. But Jordan refused to let it break her. She started to build connections with the teachers who supported her, and she found a few friends who were willing to stand by her, no matter what. and the whispers and the stairs became too much. She would limit to the safe space of her books, her writing, and her thoughts. One day, during a particularly challenging week, Jordan's English teacher, MRS Hughes, asked her to stay after class. Jordan felt a wave of nervousness as she approached the teacher's desk. MRS Hughes had always been kind, but she hadn't been the one to intervene in the bullying. Jordan wondered if she had done something wrong. Jordan, I've noticed how much effort you put into everything you do here at Pinewood. MRS Hughes began, her voice warm and encouraging. And I want to let you know that I see you. I see your strength, and I admire it. Jordan looked up, startled by the words. She had always felt invisible, always felt like she was walking through the halls unnoticed. But here was someone, one of her teachers, who saw her for who she truly was. It felt like a light had been turned on in the darkness. I'm not going to pretend that it's easy for you here, Jordan, MRS Hughes continued. But I want you to know that you have a voice. You have the power to change things. And I believe you are going to do incredible things, both here and in the future. Jordan felt a lump in her throat as she absorbed MRS Hughes' words. She had been so focused on surviving, on making it through each day, that she hadn't allowed herself to dream. But maybe it was time to start believing in herself. Maybe it was time to stop hiding and start fighting for the future she deserved. As the months went on, Jordan's strength only grew. The bullying didn't stop. There were still moments when the pain felt unbearable. But Jordan's resilience became a beacon of hope. She became involved in student activism, speaking out against bullying and advocating for LGBTQ+ rights. Her voice was heard, and for the first time in a long time, Jordan felt like she was making a difference. By the time she reached her senior year, things had begun to change. The administration had taken notice of Jordan's activism, and while some of her classmates still treated her with cruelty, there were others who stood beside her. Jordan had become a symbol of strength, and her efforts to create a more inclusive school environment had begun to bear fruit. One afternoon, as the school year drew to a close, Principal Clark, who had watched Jordan's growth with interest, called her into his office. Jordan had been expecting a meeting about her activism, but what happened next took her completely by surprise. Jordan, Principal Clark began, I've been following your journey here at Pinewood, and I want to tell you how proud I am of everything you've accomplished. You've turned adversity into a force for change, and I believe you have the qualities of a true leader. Jordan was stunned. Thank you, sir. But what does that mean for me? Principal Clark smiled, his eyes twinkling with pride. It means I'd like to offer you the position of principal here at Pinewood, starting next year. Jordan's jaw dropped in disbelief. Art, Principal. Principal Clark nodded. Yes, Jordan. You've shown the kind of leadership this school needs. You've stood up for what's right, and you've inspired others to do the same. I believe you are ready to take on this role and help lead Pinewood into a new era of inclusivity and respect. Jordan stood frozen for a moment, her mind racing. The thought of becoming principal, of having the power to shape the school's future, felt surreal. But at the same time, it felt like the perfect culmination of everything she had been working for, the validation of her efforts, the recognition of her strengths. I don't know what to say, Jordan said, her voice filled with emotion. You don't have to say anything, Principal Clark replied with a kind smile. Just know that we are ready for you, Jordan. You've earned this. The news of Jordan's appointment as the 뉴 프린서펠 오브 파인우드 하이 스프레드 키클리 스루 더 스쿨. 스투던츠 앤드 스태프 얼라이크 워 삭트 앤드 어메이즈드. 포더 퍼스트 타임. 파인우드 헤드 에이 리더 후 언더스토드 와트 이트 워즈 라이크 투 파이포 인클루전. 서먼 후 헤드 리브드 스루 더 스트러겔즈 오브 비잉 디프런트. 예트 헤드 퍼서비어드 앤드 이머지드 스트롱거. 조어던즈 라이즈 워즈 에이 테스터먼트 투 더 파워 오브 리질리언스 앤드 더 빌리프 데트 체인지 쿠드 컴 프롬 이번 더 모스트 어닉스펙티드 플레이시즈. 에퍼스트. 조어던 워전트 슈어 와트 투 익스펙트. 시 헤드 네버 이매진드 허셀프 인 에이 리더십 롤. 앤드 더 소트 오브 매니징 언 인타이어 스쿨 펠트 보스 임파워링 앤드 인티머데이팅. 버데즈 더 윅스엔트 바이 앤드 시 스타우티드 프리페링 포어 퍼스트 데이 에즈 프린서펠. 시 리얼라이즈드 데트 디스 워전트 저스트 어바우트 허. It was about creating a space where every student, no matter their background or identity, could feel safe and supported. It was about ensuring that the school she once attended, the one year she had been bullied and ignored, would become a place of respect, understanding, and love. 조어던's first day as principal was a whirlwind. She was introduced to the staff. And as she walked through the halls of Pinewood, she felt a sense of pride soar within her. This was her school now, her chance to make a difference on a level she never imagined. She stood before the faculty, her heart racing with anticipation, and began her first speech as principal. Good morning, everyone. She began, her voice steady but filled with emotion. I want to start by thanking all of you for the opportunity to serve as your principal. This school has been my home for many years, and each year I've learned some of the most valuable lessons of my life. And now, it's time for us to make sure this school is a place where every student, no matter who they are or where they come from, can find a sense of belonging. She paused, taking in the faces of the faculty, some of whom had been there when she was a student. I know what it's like to feel isolated, to feel like you're different, like you don't fit in. I've been there. But I also know what it's like to rise above those challenges and to find strength in the support of those around you. That's what I want Pinewood to be. A place where every student can rise above the adversity they face and know that they are valued, respected, and loved. The room was silent for a moment, and then the applause began. The teachers, who had once been skeptical, were now inspired. Jordan had always been a fighter, but now, as their leader, her words carried even more weight. The teachers, many of whom had seen firsthand the struggles of marginalized students, now saw in Jordan someone who would champion their cause. Over the next few months, Jordan worked tirelessly to implement changes at Pinewood. She introduced programs focused on anti-bullying, inclusivity, and mental health awareness. She worked closely with the student body to ensure that every voice, no matter how quiet, was heard. One of her first actions as principal was to establish a student-run council dedicated to creating a safe and welcoming space for LGBTQ+ students, something she wished had existed when she was in school. Jordan was determined to not only lead by example but to also empower her students to become advocates for change. She met with the council regularly, listening to their ideas, offering guidance, and ensuring that their voices were heard in every decision made within the school. The students, inspired by her courage and commitment, began to take ownership of their school community, organizing events, holding discussions, and spreading awareness about the importance of kindness and empathy. But while the school was beginning to change, Jordan still faced challenges. There were some students who resisted the changes she was trying to make, some who were still entrenched in their biases and prejudices. There were moments when Jordan's resolve was tested, and she was confronted with hatred, and her leadership was questioned, 오어앤더 에이드 오브 허 리스판서빌러티 펠트 오버웰밍. 원 애프터눈. as she walked down the hall after a particularly difficult meeting with some students who had expressed their opposition to her policies. 조어던 felt a familiar pang of doubt. Was she really the right person for this job? Was she making the right decisions? Was she truly capable of leading the school into a future of inclusivity and respect? As she sat in her office, her head in her hands, she felt a soft tap on the door. She looked up, and to her surprise, it was one of the students from the LGBTQ+ council, Lucas. He was a sophomore, quiet but passionate about making a difference at Pinewood. Hey, Principal Jordan, Lucas said, his voice nervous but steady. I know things have been tough lately, and I just wanted to tell that we see everything you're doing. You're making a difference. You're changing things. Jordan gave him a small, eerie smile. Thanks, Lucas. But sometimes I wonder if I'm doing enough. It feels like there's so much more to do. Lucas shook his head. No, you are. You've already done so much. Before you became principal, I didn't feel like I could speak up. I didn't feel like anyone would listen. But now, because of you, I'm not afraid anymore. And I know I'm not the only one. Jordan felt a lump form in her throat. You have no idea how much that means to me, Lucas. I think I do, he said softly. And I think the rest of the students do too. You've given us all a voice. And we're not going to let you down. In that moment, Jordan realized something that had eluded her until then. She wasn't in this alone. She had a team of students, teachers, and staff who were ready to fight with her. They believed in her, in the changes she was making, and in the vision she had for Pinewood. And that was all she needed to keep pushing forward. The rest of the school year passed in a blur of growth, progress, and setbacks. Jordan encountered more challenges, some external, some internal, but she faced them head on. With the strength and determination that had brought her this far. The bowling didn't stop overnight, and the road to a truly inclusive school was long, but Jordan was steadfast. She knew the path wouldn't be easy, but she also knew that every small victory mattered. And as the final days of the school year approached, Jordan stood in front of the students and faculty for one last assembly before the summer break. She had come a long way since her first day at Pinewood, and she had been the shy, anxious teen who felt out of place. Now, she was a leader, and she had the support of an entire school behind her. I want to thank you all, Jordan began, her voice strong and clear. This year has been one of the most challenging and rewarding of my life. I've learned so much from all of you. I've learned that change doesn't come easily, but it's always worth fighting for. And I've learned that when we come together, and we support each other, we can accomplish anything. The room was silent as Jordan's words hung in the air. And then, slowly, the applause began. It wasn't just the sound of students clapping for their principal, it was the sound of a community that had come together, united in a shared vision of respect, equality, and kindness. Jordan smiled, feeling the weight of her journey lift just a little. This was just the beginning. There was still so much work to be done, but for the first time, she felt like she was exactly where she was meant to be. The summer break came and went, and as the new school year began, Pinewood High was a different place. The transformation that had begun with Jordan's leadership was evident everywhere. The school's hallways, once filled with whispers and judgment, now buzzed with a new energy. Students spoke freely about their experiences, their identities, and their passions. The culture of inclusivity Jordan had worked so hard to create was taking root, and it was only growing stronger. Jordan continued to work closely with the Student Council and the LGBTQ+ group. They had made significant strides in creating a safe environment for all students, but Jordan knew that the work was far from over. The challenges still existed, both within the school and outside of it, but now the students had a voice. They had a place to speak up, and they knew that their concerns would be addressed. That was the most important change of all. One of the biggest moments of the school year came when Jordan decided to host a school-wide assembly focused on mental health and LGBTQ+ awareness. It was something that had been close to her heart for a long time. As a transgender teenager, she had experienced the stigma that often came with mental health struggles, and she knew how important it was for students to have open conversations about these issues. She worked with the counseling department to bring in a speaker, someone who could share their story and help break the stigma surrounding mental health. The speaker, a young transgender woman named Maya, had gone through a similar journey to Jordan's. Maya spoke candidly about the struggles she faced growing up, the bullying, the self-doubt, and the moment when she realized that seeking help was the key to finding peace. And Maya finished speaking. There was a long, powerful silence in the auditorium. Students, some of whom had never opened up about their own struggles, sat in quiet reflection. The power of hearing someone speak so openly, someone who had walked the same path, was transformative. For the first time, it seemed like the walls that divided the students began to crumble, and they were united by the shared experience of vulnerability and strength. After Maya's speech, Jordan stood up to address the students. Her voice, steady and confident, filled the room. Today, you've heard a powerful story. Maya's journey is one of courage, of fighting through adversity, and of finding strength in the face of fear. But it's not just her story, it's all of our stories. Every single one of us has been through something. Every single one of us has a battle that we are fighting. Whether it's in our minds, in our hearts, or in the world around us. And it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to not be okay sometimes. The crowd was silent, and Jordan's words seemed to resonate deeply with them. We are a community, she continued, and we will stand by each other. No one will be left behind. We are here to support one another, to lift each other up, and to remind each other that we are enough, just as we are. The applause that followed was thunderous, but it wasn't just the applause of students clapping for a speech. It was the sound of a community that was beginning to heal. It was the sound of acceptance, of understanding, and of hope. As the school year continued, Jordan's leadership remained strong. She continued to face challenges, especially from those who were resistant to change. But with each passing day, more students stood with her. They organized marches for equality, peer mentoring programs, and mental health awareness campaigns. The ripple effect of Jordan's actions had started a wave, and it was only getting stronger. In the midst of all the changes, Jordan began to reflect on how far she had come. When she had first walked through the doors of Pinewood High as a nervous freshman, she could never have imagined that one day, she would be standing at the front of the school as its principal. She had faced so much rejection, so much pain, but each obstacle had only strengthened her resolve. One evening, as Jordan sat in her office after the school day ended, she looked out the window at the sun setting over the campus. She thought about all the students who had come to her for support, the ones who had found courage to come out, 더 원주후 헤드 소트 헬프 위드 데어 멘텔 헬스 스트러겔즈 앤드 더 원주후 헤드 저스트 니디드 서먼 투 리선 시 소트 어바웃 하우 매니 라이브즈 헤드 빈 터치트 바이 더 체인지즈 시 헤드 메이드 앤드 시 리얼라이즈드 데트 허 전이 워즈 파워 프롬 오버 시 헤드 어치브드 소 머치 but there was more to be done. 파인우드 was no longer the place where students like her had to hide. It had become a place where students could be themselves, where they could find safety, understanding, and community. And Jordan knew that she had to continue to push for even more change. She had a responsibility now, not just to the students at Pinewood. But to every student who faced the same challenges she had. Her phone buzzed on the desk, pulling her out of her thoughts. It was a message from Maya, the speaker from the Mental Health Assembly. I just wanted to thank you again for allowing me to speak at Pinewood. You are doing incredible things there, Jordan. I see the difference you are making every day. You are a leader, and you are inspiring so many. Jordan smiled as she read the message. She replied quickly, "Thank you, Maya. You were the one who inspired all of us. I couldn't have done this without people like you. You are a huge part of the change we are making." It was moments like these, when she received messages of support from those who had seen her growth, that Jordan realized just how much of an impact she was having. It wasn't just about being a transgender teen who had overcome adversity, it was about being a leader who could create lasting change, a leader who had the courage to stand up for what was right, no matter how difficult the path. Jordan's journey had been long, and at times, it had been filled with doubt and pain. But as she stood in her office that evening, looking out at the school she had transformed, she knew one thing for certain. She was exactly where she was meant to be. The challenges weren't over, and the road ahead would continue to be difficult. But as long as Jordan was there, leading the way with compassion, understanding, and courage, Pinewood High would continue to evolve. It would continue to be a place where every student could find their voice, a place where they could be safe, supported, and celebrated for who they were. And that was just the beginning. The school year continued with a new sense of purpose and unity. The students who had once felt marginalized now felt empowered to speak their truth, knowing that their principal, Jordan, was someone who would listen, support, and fight for them. The cultural shift at Pinewood High was undeniable. And it was clear that the changes Jordan had implemented were becoming a part of the school's identity. Jordan's leadership went beyond just policy changes and assemblies. She spent countless hours after school meeting with students, offering guidance, and being the mentor they needed. She made herself available for one-on-one talks, helping students navigate not only their academic struggles but also the challenges they faced as young people finding their place in the world. But it wasn't just about the students. Jordan also worked tirelessly with the faculty. She held professional development sessions for teachers, encouraging them to learn about LGBTQ+ issues, inclusivity, and how to create safe and welcoming classrooms for every student. She knew that real change required everyone to be on the same page, from the custodians to the teachers to the administrative staff. Slowly but surely, the school's culture began to shift. There were fewer incidents of bullying. More students came forward with their concerns, knowing they had a leader who would take their voices seriously. The clubs that had once been small and ignored now flourished. And Jordan watched with pride as students began to advocate for each other and organize events to celebrate diversity. One of the most memorable moments for Jordan came during the school's annual talent show. For years, the event had been a fun but rather predictable affair, students showing off their singing, dancing, and acting skills. But this year, 더 탤런트 수요톡 온 A 뉴 미닝. A 그룹 오브 스튜던츠 프롬 더 LGBTQ 플러스 클러브 디사이디드 투 포트 온 A 퍼포먼스 데트 쇼케이스트 데어 스토리즈 더 스트러겔즈 데이 헤드 페이스트 더 챌린지즈 데이 헤드 오버컴 앤드 더 프라이드 데이 헤드 파운드 인후 데이 워 조어던 와치트 프롬 더 백 오브 더 오더토리엄 허 하우트 썰링 위드 프라이드 더 퍼포먼스 워즈 RAW 이모셔넬 앤드 파워펠 더 스튜던츠 스폭 오브 더 디스크리머네이션 데이 헤드 페이스트 오브 더 타임즈 데이 헤드 펠트 라이크 데이 디던트 빌롱 앤드 오브 하우 데이 헤드 파운드 스트렝스 인 데어 커뮤니티 데이 스폭 오브 조어던 하우 허 리더시프 헤드 메이드 덤 필신 서포어티드 앤드 러브드 앤더 퍼포먼스 엔디드 데어 워즈 에이 모멘트 오브 스턴드 사일런스 인 더 룸 앤드 덴 에즈 이프 온 큐 더 인타이어 오디언스 스토드 업 클래핑 치링 앤드 기빙 더 스튜던츠 더 레커그니션 데이 디저브드 이트 워즈 에이 모멘트 데트 조어던 우드 네버 퍼게트 더 모멘트 앤 허 스튜던츠 쇼드 낫 온니 하우 파워 데이 헤드 컨버트 하우 파워 데이 쿠드고 데트 나잇 에즈 조어던 옥트 홈 프롬 더 스쿨 시 리플렉티드 온 에브리싱 시 헤드 어캄플리시트 시 소트 어바웃 더 볼리즈 후 헤드 원스 트라이 투 메이크 허 필 스몰 앤드 시 리얼라이즈드 데트 데이 헤드 페일드 파이누드 워즈 노 롱거 에이 플레이스 예어 피플 쿠드 하이트 데어 프레저디스 이트 워즈 에이 플레이스 예어 피플 오러닝 그로잉 앤드 체인징 이트 워즈 에이 플레이스 예어 에브리 스튜어던트 쿠드 스탠드 톨 저스트 라이크 시 헤드 앤드 예트 데어 워즈 스틸 웍 투 비던 조어던 누데트 이번 도 파이누드 헤드 컴 에이 롱 예이 데어 워 스틸 스튜던츠 아웃사이드 허 스쿨 스튜던츠 인 어더 커뮤니티즈 후 디던트 헤브 더 세임 서포트 오어 아퍼투너티즈 데어 워 스틸 플레이시즈 인 더 월드 예어 피플 라이크 허 워 비잉 어프레스트 앤드 사일런스트 버시 워즈 디터민드 투 킵 파이팅 시 헤드 스타우티드 썸싱의 파이누드 but it wasn't just about one school, it was about changing the world, one student at a time. 조어던즈 스토리 became a beacon of hope for many. The news of her journey, from being a bullied transgender teen to becoming the principal of the very school that had once rejected her, spread beyond Pinewood. She was invited to speak at conferences, to mentor other young leaders, and to share her message of inclusivity and acceptance with the world. But despite all the accolades and recognition, Jordan never lost sight of why she had started this journey in the first place. It wasn't for the awards or the praise. It was for the students who needed someone to fight for them, to stand up for them when no one else would. It was for the kids who felt like they didn't belong and for the ones who needed to see someone like them in a position of power. As the years went by, Jordan remained principal of Pinewood High. She continued to advocate for every student, creating programs to support mental health, to provide resources for LGBTQ+ students, and to fight against bullying and discrimination. The school she had once felt alienated from had become a model for inclusivity, and Jordan knew that her work had just begun. The fight for equality and acceptance was never easy, but Jordan knew one thing for certain. She was exactly where she needed to be. She had gone from being a bullied teen to becoming the principal of the school that had once turned its back on her. And now, she was leading a generation of young people who would carry the torch of compassion, understanding, and change for years to come. In the end, Jordan had proven that even in the face of adversity, a single person could make a difference. Her journey was far from over, but with every step she took, she was changing the world, one student at a time.